Hello, welcome back to Mark's Beer Reviews. Today we have a brand new Tesco beer. I picked it up today. It's Saturday. I don't know what it is. Saturday. I can't remember the days. I've just become a dad. They're all a blur at the moment. But brand new beer in Tesco. It's from Northern Monk and it is called Faith In Custard. Look at that can art. That is cool, isn't it? This is a Rhubarb and Custard Pale Ale coming in at 4.6%. This is a 440 can and I got this as part of a 4-pack that was £8. So £2 this has cost, so not a lot of money at all really in the craft beer world. It's brewed in collaboration with Lemau, and quick look at their Instagram told me I think they're an artist group, or they are an artist individually. And this beer is kind of all part of the Faith in Futures initiative by Northern Monk. So it says here, Faith in Futures Foundation is set up to provide £5,000 grants to charity and community projects that are tackling injustice across our society. So there you go. If that's not a good enough cause to have a beer, I don't know what is. Right, Faith, obviously this is one of their twist beers. So it says twist edition, so it'll be a twist on Faith. Faith is one of their core range beers. It's a pale ale. I think it's still around about the 4.6% mark. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please do. They do lots of twists. I think they've done a Guava Have Faith. Obviously it was a Guava Pale Ale. They've done a Faith in Futures. Obviously that was the beer that started this initiative, I believe. That's still available on the Tesco shelves. I quite like that. But what you can say is the Northern Monk can arts are always cool. I'm just in love with this. This looks brilliant. Right, obviously this is going to be... I've not had a look at the ingredients. I never do. Don't want it to sort of jade my judgment. But what can we expect then? Well, I'm expecting quite a hoppy, big malt, big hop pale ale, like the Faith is. Obviously it's going to have some adjuncts in. There's not many hops on this planet that give rhubarb and custard flavours, so it's going to be adjunct beer. I don't mind adjunct beer as long as it's done in the right way, in terms of not overriding the style that it's put on. So if all you can taste is rhubarb and custards and it's so sweet you can't get any of the pale ale hoppiness, it's going to be pretty disappointing. If it's like a solid pale ale and you get that nice sweet ending of that rhubarb and that sort of milky lactosey custard thing at the end, that's going to be good. Right, let's crack it open. There we go. Oh, it smells sweet, it smells sweet. Right, let's get it into a glass. Get her all in there, all that stuff at the bottom if there is any. Okay, what have we got then? That was a bit of a rank pour by me, I do apologise. We've got a 3-finger, pretty solid white head. High level of carbonation in there. There's not a widget in here. That is, I don't know if you can see that. That's all the beer doing that. The beer itself is a very light straw coloured beer. Ever so slightly, I say ever so slightly hazy. Fairly hazy. I wouldn't say that's too bad. Let's get the aroma then. It's gonna be like a sweet shop beer, isn't it? Come on then. Yeah. So quite sharp rhubarb. Definitely still got that semi-hoppy pale ale scent to it, which is nice. Not getting... There's a little bit of custard in there. I was going to say I'm not getting custard, but there is a little bit in there. But yeah, it's hoppy. It's certainly sharp rhubarb, and then it's like a little subtle, soft custard finish. Right, let's go. Cheers, everybody. I always like brand new beers. Okay, so it's what I was hoping for. It's not too sweet. Oh wow. Right, I wasn't expecting that. It's got a picture of the rhubarb and custard sweets you used to get from the shops when you used to pay. They're quite expensive, aren't they? You used to pay a fortune for those 250 bags. It's got a picture of one of those on there, but it's actually finished really oaty. So it's almost like a rhubarb tart and custard, I suppose you would say, if you're going to sort of mash all the flavours together. Yeah, it's quite pleasant actually. So it's certainly Faith at the start, as in the Faith Pale Ale at the start. There's a bit of rhubarb, bit of hoppiness, bit of maltiness, and then right at the end it finishes sharp and sweet, and then that's followed by the oats. There's some nice layers of flavour in here. It's not just a big mess where it's all chucked in together. I'm quite enjoying this. Yeah, that's nice. Quite carbonated. Obviously, as the glass showed, that follows through into the mouth. I think that works quite well. I think if it was one of those big, thick pale ales, I think the rhubarb and custard thing wouldn't work. But I think that carbonation is probably what holds it to a pale ale, and then you get that kind of sweet, sharp finish, and then the oats at the end, which is quite nice. Northern Monk then. Just damn solid, aren't they? They kind of stood the test of time in the supermarkets. I mean, I know this is an adjuncty, borderline gimmicky beer, but it's still very nice. Excuse me. But when you look at their Stig Baguettes bit, that Stig Baguettes, dogs are barking, that Stig Baguettes collab they did, it's in Tesco, Faith in Futures, Transient, Scarfell, Northern Star, 3, the latest Imperial Stout. They're always bang on the money. I haven't actually bought any of these beers direct from Northern Monk. They've always been supermarket beers, but to be honest, they've always been really, really nice. And this just is a continuation of that, really. Yeah, it's a bit gimmicky. Dogs are barking. Yeah, it's a bit gimmicky, and yeah, it's going to be probably a bit of a Marmite style beer. Some people love it, some people hate it. I quite like it. Well, no, I love it. Shouldn't say quite like it. I'll say love or hate it. Sorry, we just had some family right. Dogs are kicking off. No, I like that. It's, like I say, it's not too adjunctive that it destroys the pale ale style. It's very much ordinary Faith right at the start, and then slowly transitions into the sharp rhubarb, the custard, the sweet custard, and then you get the malts, the oats that follow up, giving that kind of pastry flavour. It's very, very nice. Very, I wouldn't say very decadent. It's very, it's tart. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. How would I rate it then? Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. Don't know if you're probably not a sessionable beer. Well, it probably is. I don't know. It's probably a bit too sweet for me. If you find things quite sickly, it's probably not for you on a session. But it's very nice all the same. The can art is just mega. So I think Lemay has had a crack at that. Rating then. You know what? Quite like it. I get it, and it's subtle enough to not be offensive. For £2 as well, you just can't moan. Rating. I do mine all out of 5. If you go to my Untapped Mark _Drury DRURY, all my ratings are on there, my pre-YouTube ratings. This is a good 4 out of 5 for me. I quite like it. It's sweet without being sickly for me, and you can definitely tell it's a good solid pale ale behind it. So yeah, 4 out of 5 on Mark's beer reviews. Thanks very much. If you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. We're over 100 subscribers now, which is just amazing in just over a week. And let me know how you feel about adjunct beers in the comments. I'm not normally a fan, but this is just subtle enough for me to, I don't know, could it convert me? I don't know, but it's very nice. 4 out of 5, thanks very much. See you on the next one. Cheers.